All I wanted was to feel like I belonged. Growing up, my dad and my brother absolutely loved vehicles, and they bonded over that. I swear, my brother Sam could drive a car before he could even walk. They would always talk about their adventures. I thought they were so cool, and I wanted to be cool. So when my dad told me that I was going to get my own TV at the age of 12, I was so excited, but of course, that came with nerves.
What's your opinion about having kids drive ATVs by themselves?
Oh, hell no.
I think it's a great idea because it's a good way for them to learn how to operate and a motor vehicle. Great way to start.
It was a late summer day, and my family and I were spending the weekend at my grandmother's cottage, something we did annually every single August. We were at the marina, getting prepared for our exciting adventure. I was dripped out in hot pink ATV attire because, I've been a fashionista since birth. I'm not gonna lie, I was so scared. I was a complete amateur, but what could go wrong? I had my dad and my brother with me.
I just remember getting excited about it because first time I'd be driving it. Sam's still relatively new. Great experience. Beautiful scenery.
The trails were terrifying. This was my first time really ever driving around a motorized vehicle. It was a hot, muggy summer day, and my head was turning into a literal sauna because of the helmet. Bugs were getting squished against my clear visor, and my weak little child wrists were getting sore from pushing down the gas button constantly. But throughout all of that, I finally felt it. I felt the thrill that my dad and brother never shut up about.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fun. It's with the wind, bugs. I mean, it's all good, right? I mean, you get to go through off-road in a nice way.
I had a revelation. Oh my God, I get it now. This could be my thing. I felt so confident and I felt so cool. It was perfect now. My dad was in front leading the way, and my brother was in the back making sure I didn't get lost. The warm air brushed against my body as I was going at what felt like 100 kilometers an hour because, I don't know, I was a kid and I was stupid and I had no concept of speed. I did, however, decide to pick up the pace at the flattest part of the land. Oh my God, I'm so pro and I'm so cool. I cannot wait to brag about this to my grade 7 class next week. I truly didn't think life could get any better. And then I was speeding through the trail 1 minute, and the next minute, everything stopped. I genuinely thought I died. I couldn't see anything, I couldn't feel anything, I couldn't hear anything. Oh wait, I did feel something, and that was the weight of my 440-pound ATV crushing my body. My ears were ringing, and I actually couldn't breathe. My head felt like it just got smacked against the ground multiple times. And the only thing I could faintly hear was my brother screaming my name, and I felt him prying the vehicle off my body.
How did you feel when you saw me flip?
Really funny. Okay.
I actually have no idea what happened. How did I flip on the flattest part of the trail? When I got the four-wheeler pushed off my body and I gained enough strength to sit up, my nightmare was just beginning. There were parts everywhere. My dad was long gone at this point. He just kept on going. Sam hopped on his ATV to go get him, and I was so shooken up, I just sat there. My brain could not process what just happened, and a part of me convinced myself I actually did die and this was heaven. I took off the helmet to get some air, and my helmet was completely shattered. It was obvious I could never wear it again.
Oh, my heart sank. But then I thought, you know what? Hopefully it wasn't going to be too bad. It was, obviously, because we weren't going that fast. But again, you do get concerned because, you were only 12. So.
Wait, when did that happen?
Turn it off. Did that actually happen?
Yeah, that actually happened. You don't remember that?
No? Dude, I must have been there physically, not mentally. Okay.
First off, my dad did make sure I was okay. And then he looked at my ATV and the words, "Yep, she's done," exited his mouth. First of all, my ATV was a boy that I named Legend. And second of all, I was so disappointed in myself. This was one of the first times I ever drove this thing, and I destroyed it. I just wanted to be like my brother and my dad, but I couldn't even do that. As most calm, mature 12-year-olds, I had a full-on breakdown. I was so worked up, I didn't even realize that I was injured. A scrape on my ankle? Devastatingly brutal. So I'm 12. My helmet's destroyed, ATV's totaled, and a scrape on my ankle. I was a mess. dad, trying to prove a point about how the ATV was done for, went to turn it on. And to all of our shock, it did. Turns out the ATV carried a bunch of spare parts in the back compartment. So when it flipped, it honestly looked like the ATV just fell apart. So with the good news that the ATV was okay, we had to get back to the situation. We were lost in the middle of the woods. I had to hop back on the vehicle that almost killed me and drive it all the way back home.
So when you guys first came home and I found out you had flipped the ATV, my response was three-parter. First, make sure you were okay. Second, I felt really guilty as a mother because I'd let you go even though I was told it was very flat land and everything would be fine. And then third, I decided to turn my attention and anger towards my husband.
And then, did this event change you at all? If so, how?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, because of course now we got to realize that maybe as a older fellow like myself, that the young person may not be quite as adept here.
No.
My husband was not allowed to take the kids out on their own ever again.
I developed anxiety, severe trust issues in loved ones, and to this day, 8 years later, I have been way too scared to ever hop back on that ATV. Until today.
I'm facing my fears today and driving Dad's car because mine's too far in the garage. Let's go.
And you didn't flip.
I didn't flip. Let's go.
Right on. Round two.